It was the hottest mansion on TikTok, a $5 million California estate where 19 viral stars lived, partied, and chased fame. In 2020, the Hype House's creators had hundreds of millions of followers and brand deals worth millions. They seemed to be living a Gen Z dream. But behind the viral dances and flashy sports cars, everything was falling apart. This is the dramatic rise and fall of the Hype House, a story of overnight superstardom, feuds, collapse, and the harsh reality behind viral fame. The dream begins. The Hype House launched in December 2019 in Los Angeles, when 21-year-old YouTuber Thomas Petru and 17-year-old e-boy Chase Lil Huddy Hudson teamed up with fitness influencer Daisy Keech to start a TikTok collab mansion. They gathered a roster of about 20 rising teen creators, including future superstars Charli D'Amelio and Addison Rae, all under one roof. Their mission? Make content go viral every single day. The rules were famously strict. No hard partying, and each member had to post multiple TikToks daily to feed the constant demand for content. In those first weeks, everything felt fresh and exciting. We were like a family. It was so much fun just creating content every day, Petru later reminisced. To secure the now infamous mansion, initially a Spanish-style Hollywood Hills home, members pooled money. Daisy Keech later revealed she and Chase Hudson each put in $18,000 of their own cash, Thomas contributed $5,000, and couple Alex Warren and Coover Annan added another $5,000 together. In return, they all owned a piece of the Hype House brand, or so they thought. By January 2020, the collective exploded on TikTok. 15-year-old Charli D'Amelio's dance videos helped make her the app's #1 creator by March 2020, and 19-year-old Addison Rae's charm led her to over 50 million followers within months. Mainstream media took notice. The article showed a seemingly utopian scene of teenagers living together, making goofy videos and gushing about their close-knit haven. "The internet can be a little harsh," Charli said then. "Everyone here is ready to bring positivity and kindness." With fame came big money opportunities. The Hype House quickly became a clout machine, translating massive views into sponsorships. By early 2020, brands like Bang Energy, Chipotle, GOAT, and Beauty Blender were in the mix companies eager to appear in these teens' viral clips. The house's Instagram and TikTok feeds turned into advertising reels, with members posing with products and hashtagging paid partnerships. Hype House merch was in the works too, as Daisy filed a trademark for the name on clothing and entertainment services, anticipating a full brand empire. The collective itself reportedly was pulling in 8 figures from brand partnerships at its height. Individually, the top stars' incomes were staggering. Addison Rae made $5 million in a single year from TikTok deals, with Charli close behind at $4 million. Hype House wasn't just a group of teens dancing for fun anymore. It was a business, valued in multi-millions. Skyrocketing fame and the clout economy. For a brief moment, the Hype House seemed unstoppable. By mid-2020, Charli D'Amelio hit 76 million followers, on her way to a record 100 million that November. She became the first TikToker to ever reach that 9-digit follower milestone, a level of fame usually reserved for A-list pop stars. Addison Rae wasn't far behind, amassing over 50 million followers and leveraging her TikTok fame into major deals. She landed a spot as the face of American Eagle's back-to-school campaign and launched her own cosmetics line, Item Beauty. The Hype House's notoriety helped skyrocket its members into mainstream celebrity status, with late-night show appearances, music deals, and even movie roles. All this drove more viewers back to their TikToks, a self-feeding hype cycle. The business model was clear: collaborative virality. Lesser-known members gained millions of followers just by appearing in videos with Charli or Addison. In turn, those bigger names enjoyed a constant stream of fresh content and clout by teaming up with others. The house didn't even need formal contracts taking a cut of individual earnings. Just living there was mutually beneficial in terms of fame. As Petru managed the operation, he coordinated group brand deals and YouTube vlogs featuring the collective, splitting revenue to cover rent and expenses. By summer 2020, the Hype House brand itself was so influential that Netflix came knocking with interest in a reality show. It appeared the sky was the limit. Yet even as the Hype House's public profile kept rising, trouble was already brewing behind the scenes. Cracks beneath the glitter feuds and exits. Just 3 months in, the Hype House's glossy facade started to crack. In March 2020, co-founder Daisy Keech abruptly quit, dropping a bombshell video accusing Thomas Petru and Chase Hudson of betraying her. Daisy revealed that despite investing the most cash up front, she'd been shut out of the business side of Hype House. According to her, Petru and Hudson changed passwords on the group accounts, excluded her from meetings, and even negotiated sponsorship deals in secret. I found myself locked out of not just the email and social accounts, but also potential deals, she said. She later filed a lawsuit in federal court to assert her co-founder rights, and even claimed Petru hired an armed guard to bar her from the mansion as tensions escalated. The house that once felt like family had its first public divorce. Petru hit back in an April 2020 YouTube response, disputing Daisy's claims and insisting her role was overstated. But the damage was done. Daisy left to form a rival content collective called Clubhouse, and the Hype House had lost one founder almost as soon as it began. In May 2020, the Hype House's two biggest stars, Charli and Dixie D'Amelio, quit as well. Their representative gave a tactful statement. When the Hype House started to become more of a business, Charli and Dixie stepped away. Charli's messy breakup with Chase Hudson may have played a role, but officially, the D'Amelios simply outgrew the collective. At just 16, Charli was already a global star, and the sisters moved on to pursue their own brand deals. Addison Rae followed out the door soon after, quietly leaving in May 2020 as well. By that point, Addison's career was exploding. She was networking with the Kardashians, launching a makeup line, and later starring in a Netflix film. Losing Charli, Dixie, and Addison in a span of weeks was an enormous blow. Those three alone accounted for well over 100 million followers. Inside the mansion, this exodus shook the remaining crew. "We lost people who were our family," Petru later lamented. Still, Thomas and the rest pushed on, bringing in new faces. But if 2020 was the year of the Hype House's meteoric rise, the end of 2020 into 2021 would be the start of its fall. Scandal, backlash, and burnout without its biggest stars, the Hype House descended into constant drama. In July 2020, Chase Hudson tweeted a list of cheating accusations against nearly everyone in their circle. He admitted to kissing Nessa Barrett while he and Charli were on a break, then outed others for alleged infidelities. The internet exploded. Charli and Dixie fired back publicly. The image of a happy influencer family shattered in one chaotic night online. That same month, the Hype House hosted a massive 67-person birthday party at the mansion during the height of the pandemic. Photos and videos showed maskless influencers celebrating while California's COVID cases surged. The backlash was swift and severe. Even the mayor of Los Angeles threatened to cut power to homes, violating COVID orders. Hype House's glossy reputation took a hit. They started to represent the worst of influencer culture, fame that thinks it's above the rules. Then came the Tony Lopez scandal. In January 2021, two teenage girls filed a lawsuit accusing Tony of sexual battery and soliciting nudes from minors. He denied the allegations, but the damage was done. Brands dropped him, and members quietly removed him from content. It was another devastating blow to the Hype House's image. Meanwhile, internal conflicts kept brewing. Sway House versus Hype House beef erupted. Bryce Hall called out Petru, even challenging him to a boxing match. The influencer world was turning on them. They'd gone from trendsetters to targets, overexposure, and the Netflix reality check days. 2021 continued. New members rotated through, Vinnie Hacker, Sienna Mae Gomez, but something was off. Morale was low and content was suffering. Netflix's reality show could have been redemption, but controversy struck before it aired. Sienna Mae was accused of sexual assault by fellow TikToker Jack Wright. The scandal overshadowed the release. When the show premiered in January 2022, it bombed. Viewers didn't see glamour, they saw burnout. Thomas worried about brand deals drying up. Alex Warren admitted to spending $50,000, $70,000 a month trying to stay relevant. The pressure was crushing. Relationships blurred into business. Even fans began to question if fame was worth it. The final fall and legacy. In April 2023, Thomas Petru announced he was selling the mansion and moving on. By August 2024, the Hype House quietly dissolved. A lawsuit filed by the landlord revealed they'd trashed the Hollywood Hills home and caused over $300,000 in damage. They had agreed to pay $400,000 but only sent $2,500 monthly. The Hype House was over. Some members pivoted. Thomas launched a coffee brand. Alex focused on music. The D'Amelios and Addison Rae thrived independently. But the house itself became a relic. A symbol of an era when clout was currency and fame was fleeting. In the end, the Hype House wasn't just a mansion, it was a mirror. a reflection of our obsession with virality, our hunger for instant fame, and the cost of building a career on algorithms and attention spans. For a brief window, it felt like a movement. But time moved on, and so did the fans. The views dried up, the friendships fractured, and the dream turned into a cautionary tale. The Hype House may be gone, but its legacy lives on not in the views it racked up, but in the questions it left behind about what it really means to be famous in the digital age. The rise and fall of the Hype House is a cautionary tale. It started with viral dreams and ended with lawsuits and burnout. Millions saw a fairy tale, but the truth behind the scenes? A brutal reminder: the bigger the spotlight, the darker the shadow it casts.